Hello everybody. In the previous video, we briefly touched upon what is meant by signal processing. Now, coming specifically to the current context, we are going to see the role of signal processing in advanced driver assistance systems. Okay, I am sure you are going to enjoy this video. Please follow very carefully and thoroughly. Now, advanced driver systems rely heavily on signal processing to interpret sensor data, make real-time decisions, and enhance vehicle safety and enhance vehicle performance. ADAS features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, and parking assistance depend on signal processing or processing signals from cameras, radar, lidar, ultrasonic sensors, and vehicle communication network. Now, by now you would have gathered that these cameras, radar, and lidar, they emit or they exude raw data. So, based on that raw data, the correct data has to be derived or extracted. That is called signal processing. Now, we will briefly see in the below table what are the key ADAS sensors and their signal processing needs. Okay, we will see the sensors and their signal processing needs or requirements. Okay, first comes the sensor camera. The signal type is 2D image, 2D or 3D image and video. And what is the processing requirement? Object detection, lane recognition, traffic sign recognition. Now, these are the main applications of the ADAS functionalities which rely predominantly on cameras. Now, next comes this radio or radar, radio detection and ranging. What is the signal type? It is the RF signals. RF signal means radio frequency signals. Now, what are the main processing requirements? It is the distance, the speed measurement, and also the gap measurement, and also the depth measurement to some extent. Okay, especially speed measurement, which is measured with the help of Doppler effect. Next comes the lidar. What is lidar? Light detection and ranging. And what is the signal type? Laser pulses. Laser pulses are the signal types. When it comes to processing requirements, high resolution 3D mapping, obstacle detection. And when it comes to ultrasonic sensors, sound waves, short range obstacle detection. Okay. Next comes the inertial measurement unit, acceleration gyroscope data, vehicle motion tracking, and the processing requirement of the acceleration gyroscope data is vehicle motion tracking and stability control. Okay. So, this inertial measurement unit is a very important sensor when it comes to localization. It is actually very much used in SLAM, simultaneous localization mapping, which I extensively covered in the concerned video. Now, next see the various types of signal processing in various ADAS tasks. First is the sensor fusion. When it comes to sensor fusion, the problem is each sensor has limitations. Examples: camera struggle in low light, radar has poor angular resolution. Next is solution, Kalman filters. And what is the solution for the problem? Kalman filters, particulate filters, deep learning, combine data from multiple sensors for accurate perception. And next comes the example. Let me show you a small example. Tesla's autopilot fuses camera, radar and ultrasonic sensors to detect obstacles. So, in the chapter about sensor fusion, I clearly explained the necessity of sensor fusion and also which sensor is good for which application and why fusing the data from different sensors very much enhances the efficacy of identifying and classifying and detecting the obstacles. Okay. Next comes the object detection and classification. Computer vision camera processing, edge detection. When it comes to edge detection, Sobel and Canny filters identify lane marking. And when it comes to convolutional neural networks for pedestrian and vehicle detection. So, these convolutional networks for pedestrian and vehicle detection. And now, the real time signal filtering and the noise reduction. The sensors pick up noise, example radar interference, camera glare. Okay. So, both the radar interference and camera glare are the external noises which may disturb the actual data. Now, what is the solution? Digital filters. So these digital filters, they remove unwanted frequencies, and Weiner filters, they enhance the image quality in low light conditions. So all these are applications or the tools which play a predominant role in signal processing. Next comes motion estimation and tracking. When it comes to optical flow, for cameras, optical flow tracks the moving objects, especially when it is moving from one frame or one pixel to other pixel in the given image. This tracking becomes very important. Alright, next comes the Doppler processing. Doppler processing for radar calculates relative speeds of vehicles, and Bayesian tracking algorithms predict object trajectories. This Bayesian filter I briefly touched upon during the chapter about sensor fusion. What is the purpose of this Bayesian tracking? This tracking, it predicts the object trajectories, especially when you are in the parking assist. I am sure everybody would have seen some trajectories displayed on your display panel or infotainment panel. Okay, when you are reversing, based on your camera angle, camera sensor, steering angle, the trajectory of the driving of the car is projected. You might have seen some yellow lines in your infotainment panel. So this is based on the Bayesian tracking algorithms. Next, communication and vehicle to everything. Alright, next, when it comes to communication and vehicle everything, it is dedicated strong range communication and 5G, and under this DSRC and 5G, signal processing decodes V2V and V2I messages used for collision warnings and traffic optimization. Alright, so these are all the various types of processing tasks in ADAS: sensor fusion, object detection, real-time signal filtering, motion estimation, and communication and vehicle to everything. These are all the subsets of signal processing tasks. Now let's see some examples of ADAS features enabled by signal processing. Okay, first ADAS functionality or feature is adaptive cruise control. Next is radar signal processing plus sensor fusion. Okay, what is the sensor signal processing technique used? Radar signal processing based on Doppler effect plus sensor fusion. When it comes to lane departure warning, it is edge detection, which is detected by Canny filter plus Haug transform. I am not sure of the pronunciation. Some people even call Ha transform, but I am pronouncing it as Haug transform. Next is automatic emergency braking. When it comes to automatic emergency braking, convolutional neural network based object detection plus real time decision making. When it comes to blind spot detection functionality, ultrasonic signal processing plus Kalman filtering. So I am next is traffic sign recognition, and which has signal processing requirement of image processing, template matching, and deep learning. When it comes to parking assistance, ultrasonic echo processing plus SLAM. So parking assistance very much relies on ultrasonic echo processing or ultrasonic sensor plus simultaneous localization mapping, which is very important when it comes to positioning understanding of the vehicle. Okay, next comes the challenges in ADAS signal processing. When it comes to challenges in ADAS signal processing, the first challenge is real-time processing. Of course, this challenge is very much met nowadays. It is almost conquered. Scientists or engineers, they have almost conquered this real-time processing, but still there is some distance to be covered before we can say we have 100% time processing. It must operate within milliseconds to prevent accidents. Now, as I said many times, in future milliseconds may become microseconds or microseconds may become nanoseconds also, but definitely as of now real time processing is in the range of milliseconds. And when it comes to robustness to environment conditions, even today despite the technological advancement, there are some sensors which are very sensitive to environment. Okay, depending on rain, fog and glare affect sensors. Now computational efficiency needs to run on embedded systems, example NVIDIA Drive, Mobile IQ. And last but not the least, security, preventing sensor spoofing. Okay, even today there are some what you call cyber threats like radar jamming attacks. For example, this is more important when it comes to security of some VIPs. whether it's a chief minister or prime minister are going, to prevent anybody pressing a bomb or a remote controlled bomb, this radar jamming attack is important. Okay, so these are all the various types of challenges in ADAS signal processing. And when it comes to future trends, well, deep learning, more advanced CNNs and transformers for perception. So to enhance the perception of the ADAS, more advanced convolutional neural networks and transformers are making foray into the automotive department. Next comes the neuromorphic processors. Neuromorphic processors, brain inspired chips for low power real time processing. Okay, so these neuromorphic processors are literally inspired by human brain, so that they can operate with better real time processing and with lower power. Next comes 5G and V2X integration. This enhances the faster vehicle communication for cooperative driving. Alright, so these are the future trends that are prevailing in the automotive vertical or automotive department, automotive field as on now. So to come to the conclusion, signal processing is the backbone of ADAS. By now you would have understood the paramount importance of signal processing in ADAS, and this is the signal processing which enables the vehicles to sense, interpret, extract and derive the correct meaning of their environment. From filtering noise in radar signals to running deep learning models for object recognition, signal processing ensures safer, smarter and better autonomous driving. All said and done, it boils down to one fact: whatever you do in ADAS, the primary requirement is it must ensure a safe, smarter or moreover a safer working environment or a driving environment for ADAS. Now, as ADAS evolves into full autonomy, advancements in AI based signal processing will play an even bigger role. Now, as you know, AI is making their advent or foray into every department, and signal processing is no different. So nowadays, even artificial intelligence is making advent into signal processing. Okay, in future, artificial intelligence will or AI will definitely play a very important role in signal processing, which will further enhance the capacity to sense and interpret. Okay, thank you.